All right, GV students, you do not want to miss out on this opportunity.
Do not miss out on this event.
Do not miss out. We're going to have workshops,
Get connected with filmmakers in the city.
networking opportunities.
We have people coming from all across the country to teach and meet you. And we're talking cash prizes. See it all, information in the description. Remember,
Grand Rapids Film Festival this fall, September 29th through October 1st. Be there or be square. All right, y'all, make sure y'all tap into the In the Booth podcast. It's my personal podcast that I run with my co-host, Dayton. We on there just, talking to college students, entrepreneurs, and anybody just coming up in our area from our community and just trying to pick their brain and see how they continue with the life that they live.
That's In the Booth podcast on all socials. You're active on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Correct me if I'm wrong, but all socials, In the Booth podcast, links in the description below.
And we're very motivational there. So if you need anything to just get you up and help you on just progressing your life, make sure y'all go visit In the Booth. All right, y'all. Welcome to the first episode of the Digital Trade Show, where we will be talking about educating health and wealth of people around us, people of color, and people of any culture. I'm a host. My name is Jovan.
My name is Musa.
Got my co-host here. And we got two beautiful young ladies here today. I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves.
Okay. My name is Niyla.
My name is Sai.
And for context, I met these two at my internship at Mercantile Bank, where we got a big shout out to Misty, because she connected us all. And Miss Stan is a legend in our community, as well as some others, Philip Todd, who connected me to Miss Stan. So I got to have a shout out there as well. But I guess just starting off right away, Mercantile Bank. Let's just start there because that's the starting point. How do y'all feel? What was the process for y'all getting to Mercantile Bank? How do you like it at Mercantile Bank? The real of how you feel and what you would say to yourself before you went into that situation.
Okay, so I got into Mercantile because of my mom. She had met Misty while she was at work, and they were conversating, and she was like, oh, my daughter needs an internship. This is her first year out of college. So they connected, and she actually was the one who got me into Mercantile. Mercantile was my first experience with an internship. I've never done this before. So I definitely would say that I was nervous, but now that I've gotten adjusted to it and I've gotten comfortable, I would definitely say that, not to stress yourself out in the beginning, you got it. Yeah.
And I got into the internship because I have a friend that's already in the program. So she was looking for more people of color, and then I got introduced to her, had the meeting, and then got accepted. Working at Mercantile, that was my first internship too. So it was my first time being in that space, corporate America, which was interesting. But I don't even know. I'm more sure of myself after being in the internship.
Okay, that's good. Can you tell the people and stuff where y'all from?
So I'm originally from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I go to school at Howard University. I'm a sophomore, political science major.
And I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan too. I go to Grand Valley. I'm a junior this year, and I'm a business major.
Okay, that's crazy. I'm from Grand Rapids. I ain't never seen y'all around before.
I don't be outside like everybody else.
Well,
Wait. I don't be outside either. That's why
I'm saying
bump into each other.
I'm saying bump into each other. I was nowhere. I was growing up. It was school, work, home.
Okay.
So my parents wasn't really with the outside hanging out, other people's house. I wasn't really doing that growing up.
So you grew up in a two-parent household?
Mm-hmm. Mom, dad. My dad's an entrepreneur. My mom is a general manager for 2 different storefronts for Verizon. So it was really my parents worked a lot. And so when my dad went to work, he had the opportunity, he had the chance to take us to work with him. My mom didn't have that. So I was with my dad more, working, helping him out, stuff like that. Yeah.
So you think you doing that is going to make you a future entrepreneur, young black, just woman coming up in the world, since your dad, you had that chance to go somewhere with your dad and get that type of game, because a lot of people from our community don't get opportunities like that.
Yeah, I would definitely say that my dad is somebody who helped me figure out what I want to do. He was somebody that I figured out my work ethic through him. My dad was always the one like, oh, we like sick days, you can't just do that. Even though you're an entrepreneur, he's like, this is a business, this is our income, this is how I support our family. We can't just take off days, we can't just sit around, like this is something we have to do. So I think the determination and the way he pushed himself definitely helped me. Now, entrepreneur for myself, I'm not sure. I feel like my dad is just so creative. I don't think I have that creative trait myself, but I could definitely see myself like being like a CEO or something, somebody being head in charge, but like being a creator, I think that'd be kind of intimidating. I don't know. Yeah.
That's interesting. Cause like, well, cause like I'm really interested in entrepreneurship. I didn't want to major in that here because I feel like that's pretty basic. But yeah, I think my road is entrepreneurship, especially because my dad is really into entrepreneurship too.
So like, what's your goals? Since that's gonna be your role, like what steps or goals do you have to, just to continue down that road? Because, being a young entrepreneur, especially a black woman at that, is gonna be hard. It sound good, sound easy, but it's a lot of work. Even like how she said, it's a little intimidating. But at the end of the day, I feel like just us as people, we need to just get over that intimidation and just, put our front foot forward.
I think because like, I don't know, I'm just a little confused right now. Like I know where I want to go and like I see it for myself, but I'm just confused on how to get there. And yeah, just a lot of confusion. But
So in terms of just, I guess, building an idea or a plan for yourself or
but that's the thing. I got the ideas. I'm just like,
So let's hear it. What you got right now that you...
Okay, a few business ideas. Like I want to open a laundromat that employs the homeless because they don't always get a second chance. And then I definitely want to get into owning properties and stuff. I would love to start a charity, a transition house for like people that come home from prisons and stuff. Yeah, so just like things like that. Or like a long time from whenever I start business or whatever, like a family restaurant. I think that would be cool. But like I know that's a lot of commitment, so I wouldn't even do that for a while. But yeah.
Like I said, that idea sounds like it comes from somewhere. Is there any like inspiration behind these ideas that...
Well, my dad, he's opened some recording studios over the years. So he's done that, and it just like, I just never see myself like really working under somebody for forever. Like I'm fine with it for a few years to build like my wealth, but at the end of the day, like I feel like I want to work for myself, and then I just want to create generational wealth for real. So
Yeah, that's good to hear. So like, for both of y'all, being in college and doing internships, working, getting your money, how do y'all manage, the studies, the internships, and the long study hours, work hours? How do you manage that?
And the having fun, the social life, you know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all people outside the resumes and the school and the classroom, but that's another thing. In terms of balancing, how do you find time to do the things you like?
So I'm an organized person. I need everything right there in front of me. I need a planner. I need it written out. I need a calendar with the dates, the times, all of that. So I need to see it. I would say in school, setting reminders on my phone. If I needed to fill out a calendar, carry a planner with me every day. If I had to do that, I did it. I made sure all of my homework was done, all my emails were sent. And then, of course, on the weekends, like, my friends wanted to go out, they wanted to do something, okay, we can go, that's fine. But if my homework wasn't done, I'm not going. Because at the end of the day, I'm here for me. I have things to do. I'm not going to completely throw what I have going on out the window to go out and have a little bit of fun. I could always have fun, but like my opportunity to go to a big university and HBCU at that, like that doesn't come just easy. Like I worked for this, so I'm going to keep doing what I have to do to stay here. So
I'm a little different. I do not, I have a planner, but I be slacking sometimes. I'm a procrastinator, so like I get my work done. I'm not going out until at 11:59. I'm gonna get my assignment in.
Crazy.
Even if I didn't get that assignment in before I went out and I came back, I'm gonna hurry up and get it done and turn it before 11:59. Like I get it done, but I could be better with like being like more organized. I'm a procrastinator.
Can't we all?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it gets in, and the grade is good.
So like this year, you're going into your junior year, so you're an upperclassman.
Yeah.
So how do you plan on, to lower the procrastination and lower like the trying to push it off, because it's
Yeah.
gonna get to a point where you can't really do that.
Yeah, I'm planning to like go to the library more. Like I've always done that, but I think I needed the summer to get my head right. And so I think I'm coming into school with a better mindset to be more organized and stuff. So I think I got it this year. I'm going to do better. But yeah. So.
I say like the procrastination, for me, it was a product of my environment. Like if I'm chilling all the time with people who are chilling all the time, I'm not doing anything. So for y'all, like you said, the planners and the reminders, is it more of an environment thing, or is it something in your gut that's like, I just got to get this done? That's the motivation.
I would definitely say it's like I gotta get this done. Like I mean, going into my sophomore year, freshman year, it was more gen eds. Like you could just get the stuff done, turn it in. You don't really got to pay attention to it. Sophomore year, you're going more into those classes that concentrate on your major. So I'm gonna actually have to like read and do and understand the substance. Like it's not just check it off the list, is done, push it to the side. Like these are things I'm gonna have to learn and maintain. So I would say like, of course, freshman year, that was how I operated, but I think sophomore year is going to have to be a little bit of an adjustment for me. It's going to have to be more time set aside, less social. It's going to have to be more concentration on my part.
I think for me, it's a product of my environment. I feel like I have people that support me, of course, family, friends, whatever, but I don't think I really ever had an example of like somebody showing me how to be like a college student, or like even coming into college. Like I put a lot of that stuff together myself. So like my family didn't understand like why I was stressed and whatever. It's like I don't have anybody here to show me, so I'm just like winging it and figuring it out myself. But yeah, but I'm definitely trying to break that cycle.
Yeah, I can relate to that because it was like the same thing for me. I'm like the first,
Yeah.
college like student out of my family to even, make it this far. I got a scholarship, so I take pride in my academics and stuff. And it was just hard for me to first come up here. Nobody helped move me in. Help show me around campus how to get my books. I was just stressing, but I just figured it out, stayed down, and now I'm doing better. So I definitely feel what you're saying with that.
So I say for you, being first generation, first time coming into college, how did you take that and opportunity to craft the path that you wanted? You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot. You move in living by yourself. There's a lot of distraction, opportunity in front of you. How do you find the path that you wanted to make?
I ain't gonna lie. I just found it, bro, by just trying to, better myself. I come from like a bad area in Grand Rapids. And, my family, like my dad, he went to prison. Mom went to prison. Family, everybody in my family sold drugs, robbed, killed, stuff like that. So I was really in a mentality of just, I'm on to a better life. I can finally leave all this, BS, in the past and really just focus on what I got going on and how I'm gonna make my life better. So, I just focused in, like, I can't be like everybody else in college. Come up here, think it's fun, sweet, which it is fun. I enjoy, going to meetings and stuff like that because I ain't never been able to be in rooms like that. So I just got to the point where I was like, I'm just going to take it different steps than everybody else. Look at it like, I'm going to be something when I leave here. Not, my family wanted me to go to college, so I just came, and I'm going home and finna work a normal job. It's nothing against the people who do that because, that's their life, but my life different.
That's good.
Yeah.
I relate to that.
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
So I guess
ahead.
just for my context of coming up here, I was originally from Memphis, so coming up here was a big step, especially this cold, like dealing with that cold. But first year, man, it was just like I said, a lot of distractions. Like, what do I want to do? Last year was probably the roughest year, but I think this one I got it figured out. Like I got my head down, locked in. I'm with the right people. We're doing the right thing. But the next question I have for y'all, I'm clearing my throat. What do y'all consider the right people to be around? Like at this point in your life, what is the right people that you need to have in your circle?
Good question.
That's good. So
Before y'all answer, like that and like, you know, cause we in college, so it's different.
Yeah.
So like you really gotta evaluate, you know, some people skip school, you know, do all this. So like, you know, just be very specific about like what y'all say right here.
Okay. So it was a transition. In high school, I was friends with people who weren't the best influences. I mean, fighting, smoking, drinking, like partying and all that. I had strict parents, so they wasn't going for any of that. I wasn't going out. I wasn't going here, there. You're not smoking, you're not drinking, none of that. So, I mean, we was friends at school, but outside of that, like, I can't go nowhere with you. We're not going out together. Like, we can be friends in class, talk it, chop it up, all that. But after that, like, we don't got nothing in common. So I would say in college, I think it took me a while to find good friends, for sure, because going to a big university, Howard is a huge name in universities, especially HBCUs. So when I got there, it was people stuck up. Every day was a fashion show. Who got the newest J's? Who got the Telfar? Who got the Louis Vuitton bag? I ain't have none of that. I came in with the mindset, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm going to class. I'm not here for y'all. I'm not here for a fashion show. Like, I'm trying to get my degree and get out. So it was a lot of stuck up people. So it was a lot of trials and tribulations with friends. But I would think I found my group eventually. People that push me, people that motivate me, people that show up for me. If I call them, they'll come get me. If I need them, they're there. Like, if I need money, they got me. Like, anything that I could need or ask for them, they have me. I never had that experience in high school. It was more me giving, and never getting anything back. But I finally can say, like, confidently that I found friends that give me what I give them. So,
Before you answer, I do want to speak on what you said, you know, in our community, like how you said, people think it got to be a fashion show or like you got to be the flyest. I ain't gonna lie, I had that mindset. I ain't gonna lie, I fell victim to it because, you know, growing up, that's what you think. Like the fly person, you know, they get all the kudos and, you know, stuff like that. Being somebody who, you know, focus on their books or, you know, not as into fashion, you know, you get looked at wrong or something like that. So I like that you said that.
I think, like, in high school, I found, like, I'm a type of person, like, I believe you only need, like, 2 or 3 close people to you. So I think, like, towards the end of high school, I found those people. And yes, like, all your friend group, you guys don't follow the same path. Everybody doesn't go to college, everybody, you know. But I think, like, my people, they support me and just, like, push me to do better. And we just do the same. Like, we check in for each other. And, yeah, so...
So, like, you know, I want you to answer the question that you just asked, you know, so, you know, with the, how do you, like, with your surrounding, how did you fix your surroundings, you know, to better yourself?
It was kind of like a detox at a certain point. Like, I had to just say forget it to everybody, like, fall back, way back, and then kind of see, okay, when I hang out with you, what are we doing? What am I trying to do? Let's say I'm trying to get A's. I can't get A's if we ain't going to class. So it's that simple. If I want to be fit and I want to hang around people, I want to go to the gym, you know what I'm saying? So that was simply put. I had to fall way back and say, what is it I want to do? And a lot of those things that I want to do, nobody else want to do them with me. So, like, I just had to have time for myself to do those things. But when I found something like, okay, I want to get fit, let's hit the gym. I want to build digital trades, let's build it. You find people that can, like, walk in the same path of your life. If you don't find those people and you never have those directions you want to go, well, then you'll never have something you say no to. You got to figure out what you want to say no to. That's the best advice I got.
I like that. So, like, kind of like how Woody said, you know, I always been like a loner though, so I don't never really let people get too close to me just because I just don't got time for just to get out of my character. But until I met somebody like, you know, Musa, you know, we walking down the same path. And, like, kind of like how you said, I got people back home that's, like, that I really got love for, that I'm already locked in with on a different level. So just, you know, finding somebody like him. And, you know, I actually asked God, like, you know, put some people in my life who actually, you know, going down the same path as me and, you know, got the same mindset as me. So once I just did that, we've been locked in there ever since. You know, I got a couple other people, like a part of Digital Trades Club with me that I just stay close to because, you know, they just help me out more than what they think. So I just appreciate, good people and good energy.
I just want to get a good idea, give the people a good idea of who you guys are and how y'all have fun. Because with this idea of building a life that you want for yourself, owning a business, at some point you want to have fun with this money you're making or these opportunities that you get. So like, for instance, you start up this laundromat and you're doing great. Like, what are some things you're going to do on your off time?
I'm for sure gonna travel. Give
me some destinations. Let me hear some destinations.
I want to go to Dubai. I want to go to Africa in general. I want to go to the Bahamas. I just want to go so many places I can't even name. Okay, but then I definitely want to give back. Like, I'm really excited to like start a charity, and I think like I don't even know how to say it. Like, I want to help my family too. Like, I want to incorporate them somehow, and yeah.
What about you?
It's my turn.
Yeah, so you're just going around the table.
What would I want to do? I don't know. Like, I'm big on family. So when I want to have fun, what I want to do, like, I just want to chill. Like, movies, be in the house, like, small stuff, go on a walk. Like, I don't want to do too much. Here and there, like, yeah, I want to travel. Yeah, like, go out to eat. Like, that's cool. But like the constant, like some people constant partying, blowing all your money, buying the cars, the shoes. I mean, that'll be nice, but that's not something, that wouldn't be my target, because those are materialistic things. Like, those aren't going to last forever, so.
I like to chill. I just like to go, I'm a go person,
You outgoing?
Yeah. It don't seem like it.
What you think made you outgoing, or you just always been that way?
Well, I was the only child, so I had a lot of attention centered on me. So it was just like,
let me keep this going.
No, I just love to be out, be with people, whatever. But yeah. So.
What about y'all?
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Forgot the question, honestly.
What you gonna do when you?
Okay, yeah. I like
The questions, y'all.
He is acting crazy right now. Nah, go ahead and answer.
I'm a big nature guy, so I go outside. Like, I got a dog back home, not up here at school, but take her on a walk, listen to my music, just enjoy outside and get some good food. I'm a big foodie, so that's mainly the things that I be doing outside of this.
Yeah, me, I'm a content creator, and I'm very into film a lot. So I kind of just want to, just tell my story and tell other people's stories, and just put a little more light on what's really going on, around the world. So I really just want to, travel, meet good people, network, and then like when I get older, like by myself, have a family, make sure me and my wife good, make sure my kids good. So my kids, be in their life that, stuff I didn't have. So, help them emotionally, even talk to them like humans. Because, a lot of people just raise kids and they just say anything, talk to them any type of way. And they don't treat them like a human. They treat them like a personal slave. Like, at the end of the day, like, for real, like, we didn't ask to be here at the end of the day. So you was out here doing what you wanted to do.
You wanted to be grown.
Yeah,
so
you
bad.
wanted to carry me for 9 months and, do stuff with my dad. Now I'm here. So I just want to be that one parent that's really there for my child, but at the same time, show them it's hard work. It takes hard work to do stuff. Just because our life is good, that don't mean you just get to do anything.
Right.
You're gonna have rules.
That's why, I'm sorry to cut you off,
No,
but that's
go
why I
ahead.
say, like, when I start a business, like, I want to employ my kids. So, like, yeah, you getting a job.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
but you can come work for me,
Start somewhere.
Yeah, start somewhere
I
and
feel
learn
like-
some responsibility.
Yeah, I feel like that means something, especially in our community. Like, we so used to just seeing, our people struggling, not doing. A lot of people, they get help. Even like your dad, he started off in kind of like a similar position I'm in. He worked hard for you to have a lifestyle that you can't have. And a lot of people, I feel like in our community, like a lot of people have to do that. A lot of people don't. So I really want to show my son, like, bro, we bosses, like,
Yeah.
or my daughter, like, we bosses. We not like everybody else. Like, we are bosses. We boss made around here.
Right.
You gonna move like this, stuff like that.
Yeah. Hey y'all, my name is Niyla Mosby. Today, I just wanted to give a little shout out to Mosby's Popcorn. This is my family business that I run with my parents. We've been around since 2015. We have a storefront, 15 Ionia, downtown in Grand Rapids. We also do weddings, graduations, birthday parties, all those things. So y'all should definitely check us out, support y'all Black businesses, and yeah.
If you are a business owner and you want to advertise your business on our podcast, DM us, Ditty ad, at our Instagram or any social platform, and we will get you the proper information needed to advertise on our podcast.
Or if you're a business owner and you just want to get up here and talk to us about, or educate our people on better how to run their business and network with the business mindset, make sure y'all DM us.
Welcome back to the Digital Trades Podcast, back again, and we're just going to get right back into it. So we were thinking about all of our current life positions, and we realized we're all sophomores and juniors in college right now. So we decided we're just going to start off with life goal, life direction, where we want to go. And I've been throwing the question to other people, but I think I'll answer this one first and then just let anybody else who wants to come in after that. I think after I'm done with college, I really want to plan to work remote. I want to travel instantly because I'm like, I could work here, get a house here, or I could just go travel. Now, the first location, I don't know. I came back from Japan. I loved it there. That might be the first one, but I want to just travel, and take those risks, because I feel like who knows what opportunities are going to open up if I take those risks.
Y'all want to go? Y'all want me to go?
You should go so we can finish that side table.
Yeah. All right, bet. So you saying like the goals after college?
I mean, just in this next 2-year period, if you got something that's like a 5-year period, just what's next for us?
For me personally, it's just like the next 2 years, really, like I said, just take college a little bit more serious on like the networking side, the discipline side, and really just bettering myself. I want to become the best man I can be, mentally, physically, emotionally, just be one with myself. Then when I get out of school, we got our podcast going. We got a lot of other stuff, we can't talk about because, it's in the works. But we got a lot of other stuff that's in the works. So it's really, bro, just making sure after I get out of, like, college, my life is, like, going to be set. So I want to move to a different state, because I love Michigan. I'm a Michigan, born and raised in Michigan. I'm a Michigan baby. But, I just want to go somewhere else when it's sunny, move my family out there, and just start my new life.
So I'm a political science major, so it's going to be school. So the next couple years, I definitely see myself working, finding more internships, but getting more into the law side or working at least in the law office. I mean, I am very grateful for working with Mercantile. This is my first experience, but it's not really giving me the experience that I need for my degree. So I want to try and find one that's more hands-on with that. And then just hopefully go to law school, get my doctorate, my JD, and become a lawyer. I want to get into big law for a couple years, maybe going on my own practice. And then I definitely want to move states as well. I've been thinking about Seattle. I think Seattle's gorgeous. Yeah. That's my next plan. I'd love Seattle. I think that's where I would go next.
For me, in the next 2 years, I want to take school more seriously. I need to figure out my life. I just need to get more serious. I think I take a lot of things for granted. So just figuring myself out. And then after school, I want to work in human resources, I think, and just build on my wealth. And I want to buy some property, like a duplex, and rent the other side out and just like start getting into that stuff business-wise.
So that's another thing I got to ask, because you were coming up with a lot of different business ideas. Now, are you finding these purely off of just like, this is an idea I thought of? Is there something you're watching to get these ideas, something you could recommend to people when it comes to laundromats, duplexes?
I don't know. I think I'm just a really caring person because I just want to somehow give back to people. And then when I've traveled different places like Chicago, like, there's a lot of homeless people. I'm like, dang, they don't ever get a second chance to like start their life over or whatever. And I think like family-wise is like influenced me, and then my dad influenced me business-wise. But yeah, I don't know where the business ideas just came from, but I have them.
Okay. So I want to get a little deep on here. Like, how's y'all mental health like right now? You know, young black women in this society. It's a lot of things that's going on right now. So like, how's y'all mental health?
Okay, so this year it was actually the first year that I've had like clarity. Growing up, I've always been told like, oh, you're so angry, your attitude is so poor, like you stress yourself out, your anxiety is so bad. And this year I was actually like diagnosed with depression and anxiety. I've actually started taking medicine for my depression and my anxiety. So, but growing up, it was always feeling like there was something not wrong with me, but something off. Like, why do I feel like this? What's going on? Why do I feel the ways that I feel? Like, I didn't know how to talk to nobody about it. Talking to your parents, oh, what do you have to be sad for? What do you have going on? You don't have to worry about nothing. You don't pay no bills. Like, just downplaying it. So once I actually could talk to somebody and open up, it was like kind of like a weight being lifted off my chest. It was like, so there is nothing wrong with me. Like, this is normal. It's okay to feel like this. It's okay to show your emotions. Like, growing up, I was like, all that crying stuff, that's weak. Talking about your feelings, talking about your emotions, that's weak. I'm not doing that. That's lame. And I just feel like it took me to a point, like it took me to get to my breaking point for me to be like, okay, I need to talk about this. This can't stay this way. I need to open up. This isn't healthy. So I think mentally this year, like it opened doors and opened my eyes to see.
That's good
And
to
you
hear.
mentioned something about, we were talking at work and discussion of therapy, especially like men not seeking help in therapy. But
Yeah.
I hear a lot of discussion of alternative sources of therapy. Now, do you recommend traditionally, like I'm going to a therapist, I'm talking, or do you find therapy through other things?
I tried therapy. I'm not a huge fan. For the sake of the podcast, I'm letting y'all know my business. But I don't like I don't like going in, laying it down, this,
Yeah.
crying. I'm not comfortable doing that. Talking about it, letting people know what's going on, okay, I can do that. Getting into the nitty gritty of it, that's something I'm gonna stand back, I'm gonna wait on, because it's just like, I don't want you to use nothing. I don't want you to know nothing. Like, so it's kind of like a one step forward, two steps back. Like, okay, you've talked about your issues, you've brought awareness to your mental health, but you're still not ready to talk about it. You're still not ready to be 100% honest with yourself. Like, I just feel like I think other people should try therapy. Everybody should at least try it. Especially my black men, y'all need to talk about these things. Y'all cannot let that build up. Everybody should try therapy, but if it works for you, it works. For me personally, I just like to chill. I go in my room, I light a candle, I lay, just watch TV. Love me a candle, just chill.
I love me a candle
yes,
too.
just like after a long day, like I just need to decompartmentalize. Like I just need to be alone. I just need to let everything just
Decompress.
Yeah.
For me, I'm usually I'm just such a happy, outgoing person and I'm fine. But this is the first year like I've really struggled with mental health just because of like some personal reasons, like with family. And so I just couldn't understand like why I felt like this. And because like that's not what I'm used to. I'm not used to being sad and whatever and not knowing, So then I started therapy probably like a year and a half ago. I like to talk, so when I get that therapy appointment, I go in there, I be like, hey, no, here's the tea, and I give her the tea, and I tell her what's going on. But I do, like, in the beginning, and still kind of now, I was, like, holding back. I wouldn't tell her certain things or whatever, so I get that. But maybe we need to get a black therapist, but we like Kelly for now.
Hey, shout out any black therapists that are seeing this.
Y'all are very important.
Y'all welcome to the show. Reach out to us because we'd love to have y'all
But
on.
I like my therapist right now. Let me not compare, but
Yeah. I like it's crazy because I wanted to do therapy, but like I just never like got to it, just because I ain't gonna lie, I let myself hold me back. But stuff like this and me just working hard and stuff like that became my therapy. Because for a minute I was kind of like in your same position, just holding all my anger in. I ain't gonna lie, I was mad at the world for a minute.
Yeah.
Like ready to steal on anybody. Like, I'm in gym class.
Let somebody hit me. Let somebody bump me.
Somebody bump into me. I almost, I push him a little bit. He like, bro, chill. I'm like, damn, am I tripping right now? So I ain't gonna lie. It took me a minute to realize, like, just I need help. But I just had to pull myself up. I still fight my mental health almost every day, but it's just getting better day by day when I just continue to do stuff like this and, just be honest about my feelings.
Yeah, I think like going to an actual therapist, like you said, isn't for everybody. So
yeah,
that just might be your form of like therapy.
I really think that's my therapy though. Like
That's good.
I make clips every day, trying to motivate people or just, put the stuff that's on my heart. I just tell people. I'm real transparent in life about everything because it took me a long time to start doing that because I used to just, like how you said, didn't want people to take what I'm saying, twist my words, or make me feel some type of way, or use my words against me. But what I learned, everybody always gonna have an opinion about you or something wrong to say, or they might have something good to say. It's really about how you take it in and how you carry yourself. So am I gonna let somebody random opinion do something affecting me in my life, or am I gonna brush it off my shoulders and keep going?
I mean, I had, just to build on that, like I was going to say, you're always going to be the villain in somebody's story. I used to stress myself out. My anxiety, like to this day, I stress about every little thing. Oh, why did she say it in that tone? Oh, why did she look at me that way? Oh, why didn't she speak? Like, did I do something? Like, I was just constant running. But I just had to realize, like, you're always going to be the villain in somebody's story. Like, it's whatever.
I agree. I found a lot of therapy through music, but in terms of like my time where I really started focusing on mental health was this first winter up in Michigan. I cannot lie, because I was by myself and I was outside, cold, quiet, and I'm like, nobody's worried about me right now. If I was just freeze and fall on the ground, nobody be worried about me right now. And I realized that's like depression when I felt it, because I'm like, I'm gonna be the only one experiencing this sadness. I'm gonna be the only one experiencing this right now. So why do I need to bring that? If I can control that, that's the one thing I can control. The world is gonna be cold. The world is gonna have ice everywhere, but at least I can decide if I want to be happy that day. So like I just started trying to recraft my environment to make it so every day just felt like a good day. Even if it's the worst day, I could just somehow get some good experience out of it. And that was the main thing.
I can feel that.
That weather really got to me. It really got to me.
Yeah, like building on that, like I kind of feel that because, like I said, like even like in growing up in high school and stuff, I ain't gonna lie, I was depressed. Like when COVID came around, I don't know if it was like this for y'all, but me and my family in the house was beefing crazy. I don't like because it's like niggas in the house now, and y'all just be able to see each other all day, every day.
Yep.
That stuff is getting crazy, but it just got to a position when I was like, I was just fighting something. I don't want to say too much on the podcast because it's personal, but I was, fighting just something going on with a certain family member, and for a long time, I didn't realize like what was going on. I'm a kid, so I'm thinking I just gotta help this person. But when I realized they had like a problem, that's when I start, redirecting my thinking. Like, damn, I'm not the one in the wrong. It's the person in the wrong. But I just feel like I'm just growing, so I really don't be tripping no more. Yeah, let it go. Cause I like I said, I was holding it on. Like I was ready to crash out. Like I'm saying, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to do nothing. I'm finna be thugging with my friends, But I realized, like, no, I can't. It's dead. That ain't never been me.
Yeah. So now we're reaching that point where it's like, okay, we all realizing what we could do, what we need to do, but it's that idea of, are we gonna do it? So me and Jovan realized that it's the discipline, the stuff that you really don't want to do every day. So for y'all, like, what's more important, to find the motivation each day or to just get up and get it done? Is it a mindless thing? Like the discipline, is it mindless, or is it something that you carry with you? Like, for instance, you want to hit the gym, you hit that every day, 15 minutes. Even though it's 15 minutes, what about if you did it for no time at all? So that's what I'm asking y'all, is like motivation or discipline?
I just do it because I want to do it. I need some more motivation behind my life.
I feel like the motivation, like, because you like doing it. Like, it's not that you need more motivation, or because you wouldn't be where you at right now if you was somebody who didn't handle their business. So I feel like because you like it, that damn near give you the motivation. Like, damn, I'm just chilling. I like to do this shit.
I don't have I don't know. Yeah, I just like to do it. That's it.
I don't know. I think mine is not really a motivation, or it's not really it's more of a fear that pushes me. It's more of a fear of, if I don't do this, there's nobody that's going to help me. There's nobody that's going to hold my hand and walk me through this. So if I don't get my life together, if I don't have my goals, you're done. Like, this is your life. At this point, you're grown. You're going to make your own decisions. You're going to be supporting yourself from this point on, this point forward. So you need to do what you need to do so you can be set. Because all those handouts, everybody helping you out, that's over with. Like, it's time for you to get your life in order. So I think it's more of a fear to fail. It's more of that pushes me. It's like some days I'll even think about it. It's like, man, I really don't want to go to class. Like, I'm really not feeling this. And I'm like, I need to get up. I pay this tuition every year, every semester. I need to go ahead and get up and take my butt to class. So I go ahead, get dressed, go to class. Yeah.
So, like, what I'm hearing for you is just, like, you just don't want to fail.
Yeah.
So you just push yourself not to fail.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. It's not even like a thought behind it. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I don't have the ambition or the passion that others do. Like, people are like, I do love helping people, but people are like, I love helping people. I love medicine. I want to be a nurse. Oh, I love math. I love numbers. I want to be in finance. I don't have that. I just have, I'm in political science. I love civil law. Like, I like helping people in these situations, helping a small guy against a big guy, like those principles. But it's never been a thing of like, oh, I know exactly what I want to do when I get to college. I still don't know. I'm a sophomore. I still don't know what I want to do. But it's like, for this point on, it's just like, you need to make a decision and you just got to go ahead with it. Like, you really don't have time to just sit around and bounce around. I mean, everybody's like, you got time, but
No,
you sit around, that time run out.
It's crazy because wasn't I just telling you this last week? It be people in college that graduate, like, they don't do nothing with they came up here to wave at some people, smile, and just, not do nothing with their life. And, like, I feel like hard work really beats talent. Like, because, I know people very talented, very, knowing what they're going to do. And, oh, my God, I love this. But they just don't got that hard work. And hard work always going to beat talent. Like me, I'm working around the clock on y'all. So I'm going to win because I'm doing everything to win. It's not just, oh, I'm talented at this. I'm very good. So I'm always going to get this certain amount of thing. It don't matter. You feel me? Hard work always going to beat talent.
Because we're at that point where it's like, okay, for people in our situation, like, how many other students have you seen, young black students, young black males, young black women, our situation, that aren't in these mercantile bank rooms, that aren't seeing these things, talking about these things that we're talking about? Like, how will we get more connected with them? How do we bridge that gap? How do they get educated? Like, if I'm back in freshman year and I'm like, dang, man, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what I want to do. Where should I start?
I'll go first. Like I said, like, earlier in the podcast, if, like, y'all paying attention, me talking, but earlier in the podcast, I was a loner when I first came up here. So my first year, I didn't really talk to nobody. Like, I didn't go to no meetings. Like, we got this thing called Black Male Scholars, Black Excellence, all that. I didn't go to none of that because, like, I was chilling in my dorm room off the humble, like he, like, you feel me, in my bed chilling. But, like, people who, like, coming up here, like, I think that's a bad idea to do, like, just to be alone, because, it's not too bad. Of course, like how you said earlier, learn how to say no. If you don't want to go mess with some people when they doing something bad, like drinking and partying every weekend, start saying no to that. I'm not telling you come up here and just waste your life. I'm telling you just come up here and be a little bit more open. Find people like me, find people like Musa, go to clubs, go to meetings, or, when they hosting something at the school that can benefit or network with you with people, do stuff like that. Don't just be in your dorm room 24/7 doing homework and, you know, not experiencing that other side of college.
Yeah, and I'm a big promoter of if nobody's doing it, you do it yourself because you're never gonna see the change. We were trying to do this digital trace thing. Yes, last year nobody was seeing that. Before that, it was music production, and still nobody's doing that on campus. So we're at that point where it's like, this is the thing that I want to see on campus. Us talking about these things, this podcast being real. So to anybody out there that if you're not finding the people, you become the people. Become the people that you really want to meet. And I guarantee they're going to start meeting you.
Nah, facts. It's crazy, like, like how I met him. Like, we didn't even know we was gonna be like locked in like this. Like, I met him in like this, you know, KICKOFF, and like it was through another person, but he was like running a podcast with somebody else. Shout out to Common Phenomenon, but he was running a podcast with somebody else, and they just like offered me to get on a podcast, and you know, I just went on there, told my life story. Ever since then, me and him just like, we just had the same idea, like, and just, you know, grinding ever since then. So it's been like a year and a half now. We've been in here deep. So like, yeah, what message y'all got to somebody, you know, who coming up to college that freshman year, who kind of, you know, enclosed and don't want to really put themselves out there? Let's tell them our mistakes so they don't got to make the same mistakes we did.
I literally just say talk to people in class, talk to people on the bus, go to clubs. Because I did not talk to anybody freshman and sophomore year. Y'all, I'm getting out there this year though. But yeah, it's just like, I feel like also coming off a pandemic, people didn't want to talk either. People don't want to sit by you. But yeah, I just say put yourself out there.
I would say the same thing, pretty much the same thing. I mean, put yourself out there. Getting to college, I really didn't know what to do. I mean, both my parents are college graduates, so I mean, I kind of get the gist, but I don't know. This is my first time doing it myself. So when I got to school, I was in the dorm. I was going to class, and I wasn't even going to the library. I was going to class, going straight to the dorm. For the first 2 months, I was put up, didn't see me. You wouldn't even know I attended, okay? So I would say definitely, like, even if it's sitting in the library, sit in the library, do your work, chat, like, do little stuff like that. When I first got to school, I felt like I didn't know nobody. I didn't know what to do. It was different than making friends in high school. Because you got friends, you got people in the exact same class. You see these people every single day. College is not the same. Like, you're going to see these people sit there, leave. Like, it's not, there's no open discussions. There's really no collaboration. Like, it's kind of everybody do their own thing. So I would say talk to people, put yourself out there, and then join clubs. So being from D.C., I'm not from the DMV. I don't know nothing about the DMV. There was Michigan Club. So I joined Michigan Club, talked to people from there, people who kind of understood. I mean, most of them are from Detroit. I'm not from Detroit, but it was still felt kind of like home. It made me more comfortable getting adjusted. It was something that I could do for me. So I would say just do that.
I don't know. I feel like you got a little easier. You see your people. Sometimes I'd be the only,
That was my goal from the start, y'all. That was
Black
always
person
my
in
goal.
my class.
That's a
sometimes.
big point because especially being in corporate, you probably the only black woman in a lot of rooms. I know I'm the only black man in a lot of rooms I go into, and I just got to enter the room with confidence. So how do you deal with that? Because it's classes, it's social, it's parties, it's wherever you go into, you might be the only one in the room.
I would say, and it sucks to say this, but always put yourself on a higher pedestal than everybody else. I think we've all had this conversation. We got to work harder. We got to do better, act better, present ourselves in a different way. And yes, that is true for the most part. But at some point, we need to break that. We're not perfect. We're the same as everybody else. So yes, we bring the diversity. We're new to the team, adding something like the shiny new trophy in a case. But at the end of the day, do the same thing everybody else is doing. Have it your way, work how you work, operate the way you do. But at the end of the day, like, you still earn your respect. You still should get your respect. You should still have the same opportunities as everybody else. But I mean, at the beginning when you first get in there, you know, we got to put on that little mask, follow everything, tiptoe around. But at some point, you need to make it your own.
I ain't gonna lie.
I want to talk about that little mask.
Yeah,
That little...
like me, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Like, I don't put no mask on for nobody. Like
Yeah.
I'm 100% me. Like if you really know me, I'm a little wild because I'm come from a wild area, but I'm not too wild. Like
Right.
I put my wild into, you feel me, a different ball game. I can be in the streets and be wild, but I don't.
Right.
You know, and I stopped being wild because I'm getting older. I'm more mature. That was like freshman me, sophomore me type.
Right.
But like just being in them rooms, like I said, I really don't care. Like it'd be weird, like, you know, I'll be in a class like, damn, I'm the only black person in here. Like it's crazy. Like, but that even give me that more like that, damn, I'm a nigga in the class. Like I'm that nigga in the classroom. Like ain't nobody else in the classroom, and they don't even know I'm this smart. They look at me, judge me a certain way already.
Yep.
So once I, you know, answer a little questions or be the first person to raise my hand or sit in the front of the classroom, you know, it just gives some people, you know, different. Like, like damn, that's crazy. He doing what he supposed to do.
Yeah, and I would say, I mean, it's definitely different for me going to a HBCU. But when I first started working at Mercantile, I think that the mask came again from fear, because you come in and you got all these rules. Can't do this, don't do that, don't wear this, don't be loud, don't look like this, fix your face, all these rules you got to do. So at first, I had to find my group. Like once I found out, I was like, wait, there's more black people. There's black people here. I'm like, okay, this is my gang. Like this is them. Like we're locked in now.
Oh, that's fire.
It's only been a month, y'all. Y'all should see how we get. It don't even make no sense. But I would say, like, once I first got there, it was definitely like hot. It was culture shock. It was definitely a code switch moment. Y'all know how y'all.
No, I ain't gonna lie. It was for me, like coming up here. I can't say that. Like it was a big culture shock. Like I was looking at other people's family. Like I said, helping them move in. Mom's pulling up or dad's putting new whip, new furniture. Oh, like damn, they have it around here. That's crazy. But I really got to the point where it was like you know, I had to start telling myself like I'm really meant to be here.
Yeah.
I really had to tell myself like I deserve to be where I'm at right now, because I really had survivors like I think it's called like survivor's remorse. You know, don't quote me on that. I think that's just what it's called. And I think it mean like when you just, you know, get to a higher place and you got people that you lost or people that's still in a bad predicament that you got so much love for. So it really took me a long time to just, you know, tell myself like, bro, you deserve what you got going on. And, you know, you shouldn't feel bad for leveling up and growing. What about you with
Musa, you been
with
a
the
little
math? Because
quiet.
I ain't gonna lie, Musa, he a professional person.
Yeah.
So he really put business first. So he more like on a. I'm gonna let you explain.
I'll be listening. See, like I'll be listening to people's answers so deeply, like I forget the question by the time we get around. But the mask, I mean, like I said, traveling, it was crazy because it's being especially just a black man. If I go to a place, I'll start with Japan. In Japan, if I run into somebody, that I might be the only black person they met. In the city, okay, foreigners come to the city every day, people from all over. But if I run into somebody out the way, this might be, you know, the fifth encounter. They can count their encounters with a black person they have in their hand. So I'm not only representing my family, my last name, I'm representing their view of black people as a whole and what that can do to their kids that they raise. And so then I'm thinking, I come back and then I start Mercantile. It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. So I realize, of course, they're going to view me a certain way. In every room, in every country, they're going to view me a certain way. But it's like, how do I view myself first? And if that's the mask I got to wear. It's like, I got to make sure they view me how I need to be viewed so they can show me the respect. They're not doing me no disservice just by me being here. Like,
you don't want to like let them put a limit on you.
Yeah, yeah. They'll pigeonhole you quick.
Yeah, they will.
And I say they as such a wide scope because it's literally everybody that doesn't know you will pigeonhole you. People say, oh, it's not your own people. Your own people will do it. Everybody will do it. There's no limit to, you know, disrespecting your character, disrespecting your morals.
It be black people most of the time, like
in
the worst way. If we want to be honest and really stop this like thing that, you know, it's our people that's harming us and stuff like this. We kill each other. We steal from each other. We hate on each other before we hate on somebody who really like doing stuff to mess up our whole like community.
Yeah, that's why we do what we do. We're trying to motivate every day. We're trying to spread love because we realize if we want to grow around the world, we got to grow where we're at. because where we're at is going to be around the world. So we're in, we got all these flags around here. I would hit the mic, but we got all these flags around here. But it's Saudi, Brazil, India, who knows? Wherever we are, we got to be able to make friends, make connections, make things happen. So if we can't do that in Grand Rapids, Michigan, how are we going to do it? You know what I'm saying? Brazil, it doesn't make sense.
I like what you said right there, because I feel like that's what it take. Like, taking what you got, like taking what God gave you, instead of looking at everything as, oh my God, why I don't got this, or oh my God, why I don't got that, why I'm not in this position, and things like that. Like, really take the position you in right now, cherish that, and just love the process, and really just better yourself. Because, all that just downing yourself, that ain't gonna do nothing but, put you in a dark place.
Because it's, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
comparison.
It's just like my mind is always running with like the things I need to do, how I'm gonna get there, this and that. That I try to be present, and I like try to be grateful for what I have. Like, I do have my moments where I sit there, I'm like, okay, I'm grateful for this, like, but then I'm like, okay, but you just have so much further to go, and then that's stressing me out. And then I'm back to like overthinking and whatever. But yeah,
I went through that a lot. It's crazy. I really just fixed that last month. Like, a lot of stuff, like, it's gonna take a long time for you to really realize, like, damn, I really don't need to be overthinking. I got this in the bag. Like, just be more confident in yourself. You a young black woman, doing a lot of things. A lot of people your age don't got nothing going on. Got, even if they are, have a baby or something like that, it's not that can hold them back. But, yeah, a lot of people let that hold them back instead of, going even harder. Damn, I got a baby now. Now I got to just move like this and do that. But, you in a better position than a lot of other people that's around you. So you just need to realize, like, damn, I'm that person. Like, wake up in the morning, hey, I'm that, you feel me? I'm that person, that's all it is.
On the topic of kids, I can't even talk about raising kids because it's like we just getting out that point of becoming independent ourselves.
No, facts. We still kids, bro. We still young.
yes, I'm a kid.
Financially, like, how you gonna? If I barely support myself with everything we got going on, how am I gonna support another living being?
Right,
And then the lifestyle that comes with that, like, how I want them to learn things, how I want them to experience life. It's like so many things that I just
think,
can't.
like, when you have kids, they deserve the world. So it's kind of, no shade to all the people that have kids early, but it's kind of selfish. Like, if you're not in the position to give them everything that they need. But yeah.
I like that you said that. I do feel like it's selfish if, like, because, like, I feel like it's even bad for you as a person. Like, but I can't say that because, I got homeboys who had kids at 17, 16, and I said 16, like 17, 18, a lot of kids and stuff like that. So it's like, it's kind of weird for me because I be on, like, both sides of the fence, I get to see the negative and I get to see the positive. So it's like, I can't really judge the negative, but I can at the same time. Like, I don't like to judge just because, like, I feel like that's just bad to just judge anybody.
I'm not judging. I just think it makes your, like, process a little harder. You can do it.
Yeah.
It's just a little harder.
I wasn't saying that you was judging, too. I want to, like, put that out there. I wasn't, like, the stuff I'm saying is just, like, a general thing. It's never, like, directly towards you unless I say it, something directly towards you.
I went on a trip recently, and I met somebody who had their first kid, I think 15, and I think, like, followed his, I think 4 kids now, baby just born. Congratulations to them. Not dropping the name, but like you said, go harder or use it as an excuse. He used that excuse to go way harder. I'm talking about whole family, set up at the crib, 3-4 cars, multiple business runs, all over the country. And I'm like, this is a very rare case because most times we hear the negative side of these stories. And a story like that is so rare and unique. And he's just like us. He's chilling, we're just listening to music, chopping it up. But he's like, oh, yeah, that's my daughter. And then she's like 15. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? So seeing things like that really opens up my perspective. Like, it really is a case-by-case things with humans. We all have a unique human experience. So I think we should just take it for what it is and try to make the most of it because it's trade-offs. At the end of the day, I'm never going to have what you have. You're never going to have what I have, even if we traded everything we have.
Yeah, that's facts. Everybody is, I feel like that it's like that for a reason, though. I feel like everybody supposed to be different. You know, a lot of people follow, and that's why they be in a bad position, because they don't just do what they want to, you know. Even your family, bro, your family can hold you back. Anybody can hold you back. You got to really go in, like, for yourself.
Yeah. I had, like I was saying earlier, like I had a family experience where I had somebody in my family that was holding me back, but I had to remove myself from that person, and now I'm doing so much better. Like the process of getting away from that environment was hard, but I'm doing so much better.
Yeah.
How do you feel that take any type of toll on you? Like, was it, because I know separating from a family, you hold a long list of history and lifetime connections and stories with that person. So like separating from that person, what type of toll did that take, and how did you know it was time to make that decision?
Literally, like when I tell you I never struggle, well, I'm not gonna say I never struggle with mental health, but like mentally that like messed me up, because I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, and that, like financially and stuff. And I was still in school, but I mean, it's for the best. Like sometimes you just have to remove yourself, and maybe that person will grow and we'll come back together. But now I'm not worried about it.
I like that. So, like, for you, like, did you have to do something like that? Like, because, like, how she said, even for me, I had to do that. I didn't have to cut off people I never thought I was going to have to do. And it's hard, you know, it's not easy. You're just not going to be able to wake up and say, oh, yeah, F you, I ain't never talking to you again. Like, but, like, you know, have you ever had to do that, you know, cut off somebody close to you for the better of yourself?
I don't think I've ever had to cut people off, but I've definitely had to distance myself. I have, it's a little bit different. I'm one of the only family members that lives in Grand Rapids. All my other family, Flint, Detroit, and the South. So, like, growing up with family, I have cousins that are around my same age, and I just felt like for the longest, it was always me pushing and pulling for them, like, to be in my life. Oh, hey, y'all, let's do this. Oh, hey, y'all, I want to come see y'all do this, do that. And it just felt like it was never truly reciprocated. It was just, and that made me think, like, is there something, like, am I annoying? Am I, like, getting on their nerves? Like, am I not somebody that they want to be around? Like, that, for the longest, made me just, like, overthink and stress myself out. So I definitely had to learn to just give what I get. I think I try not to hold any grudges or be upset or be mad, because at the end of the day, we was kids. You don't want to deal with me. You don't got to deal with me. I get it. But growing up, that really did mess with me. Like, we already lived so far. So the fact that I'm trying to reach out, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. And, like, I just feel so isolated. I just feel so left out. It just kind of made me feel bad for myself, not about myself, but for myself. So I definitely just, took myself out the picture. Like, if y'all want me in there, y'all know how to call me. Y'all know how to reach me. Y'all know I got love for y'all, but it's like, I'm just not going out my way no more.
You're just not going to be the first and only person to say something every time it's time to do something.
Yeah, I'm not. I feel like I have always been the person to fight for something. I'm tired of always fighting for something, always fighting for decency, respect, love. Like, I'm not fighting for that anymore. Like, it'll come. If it's meant to be, it'll come. Family, romance, and any of that. I'm not fighting for it. It'll come.
I like that you said that. Yeah. Like, I feel like you big on that. Like,
yeah, abundance. That's the idea. Is like this year's abundance. Like, one door closes. Like, I'm gonna go back to the Japan thing again, because because that was
Musa in the building.
Yeah,
man.
I had to go back to that, and there's a flag on the right there. Being there, it's like I want to do everything. You know me, I like anime, I like video games, and it's all there. But it's like I only have a certain amount of money, a certain amount of time. I'm working for somebody. I gotta divvy my time up. So I realized if I'm focused on it, I can get back here again. I can experience these things again with more people, new experiences. So one door closes, another one opens is the way I look at it. And like you said, that goes with everything in your life, not just a trip, not just something just for the moment. It goes for long-term things, everything.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. I feel like you gotta just love, like, people who love you. You know, it took me a long time to realize that. You know, me just loving somebody and just, damn, I rock with you so hard. Like,
Yeah.
And, like, me, I'm a loyal person. I'm not gonna lie. Like, my loyalty is, like, crazy. Like, once I lock in with you.
We locked in. We gang. Oh, it's over. We ride or dies, okay?
No cap. Like, you know, they just gonna get my 100% loyalty. 100%. No matter how you feel, I'm not a yes man or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you how I feel like you need to better your life or something like that. But once I realized, like, you know, you just can't be like that with everybody. Everybody got their own life going on, their own perspectives, and, you know, you just gonna grow apart from people. Some people just supposed to be in your life for a certain amount of time, and, you know, some people supposed to be in your life for the whole life. So it's really how you look at it.
That was a lesson that took me so long to learn. I thought everybody who I met, every relationship I built, they was gonna do me how I did them. They was gonna hold me down. I'm talking, I have friends. It didn't matter if we was super close, we talked every day, or if we had 1 or 2 conversations a week. If you need me, I got you. If you needed money, I had it. If you needed me to come get you, I was coming to get you. Middle of the night, whatever. All across town, I got you. I was breaking my back. So I just feel like at the end of the day, like my mom told me my whole life growing up, you can't be doing more for people than they're doing for you. Like, you cannot keep doing that. You're ruining yourself, like doing this to yourself, breaking yourself down because you're wondering why nobody can do it for you when you're doing it for people who don't deserve it. Mm-hmm. Like, at the end of the day, you can be a loyal person, but you need to decide who you give that to, who you show that side to.
Yeah, but I think that just goes back to, like, having the right people in your life. Like, you really don't have to question that when you have the right people in your life. Yeah. So.
But, like, I feel like sometimes people can, like, play two-faced for so long, though. Like, you won't even realize. Sometimes you won't realize they're the wrong people until it's damn near too late.
Yeah.
But, like, you just got to really look at it. Because, like I said, even with me, I had people, like I said, I got people, like, from back home. You know, some people I'm locked in for life. So they know it don't matter what you got going on. I'm just gonna rock with you just because I'm rocking with you like that. Like,
yeah.
You just my dog like that. But, you know, it's some other people, like how you said, like, you know, you just give somebody so much loyalty, love. Every time they call you right there, phone quick, like, hey, bro, I got you. You know I love you. It be love. Niggas be like, yeah, bro, I love you. Now we coming. When
don't
you need
mean
somebody,
it.
Yeah, when I need something.
Oh, I'm busy. I don't got it. I don't got the time. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And it's like, how many times is you gonna give me those excuses? I literally would drop everything I got going on to help you out. Make sure you're good. Make sure you straight. You ain't got nothing for me. Nothing in return. That was wild to me.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even realize that. Like, some people go to jail. Like, I got homeboys that's in jail right now, and they thinking like, damn, I was helping niggas when I was home. Niggas can't send me $5.
Ain't nobody got nothing for me now.
But, like, you can't really be mad at that, you know? Like, bro gotta understand, or people in jail gotta understand, don't nobody owe you nothing.
Yeah.
You put yourself in this position, but, you know, you just around the wrong people. You thought you was around some people that was really holding you down, rocking with you. Now your BM might get hit, or, you know, something like that. Your main homie might hit your girl.
Get real tricky.
It get tricky around here.
It's a trial and error thing. You just gotta go into it. And you gonna figure it out. I mean, that's really the only advice I got. Like, it's no way to find a perfect friend, know if somebody right or not. You really just gotta keep your eyes open. You gotta watch. Like, I'm not gonna say watch every move, watch your back, but just be aware. Just peep stuff. You see little stuff, it keep happening. Just, like, keep that in the back of my mind. Like, did that just happen? Did she just?
I mean, you gotta trust your gut too. Like,
Yeah.
you get certain energy from people. It's just like,
Go with it.
maybe I shouldn't be around them. And then, you know.
That gut feeling true. Yeah, for surely. So, like, if y'all had anything to say to, like, somebody who either coming to college or, you know, not even, or just want to be a young, successful black woman just coming into the world, like, what advice, or black people in general, any race, what advice would you have to somebody sitting here watching this and just pick something, you know, up off y'all too, and just, you know, what advice would you have for them to either keep going? You know, it don't even got to be nothing too motivationally, or just real. Like, what do you have for, you know, just somebody just coming up in the world?
I would say you don't need to know exactly what you want to do. You don't need to have it all figured out right now. But if you get the starting ideas, if you get the baby steps, if you get the foundation established, run with it. If you know you got these dreams, oh, I want to be a millionaire, I want to do this, I want to have this, I want to do that, travel, boom, 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 you need money. I can't do that just staying home, part-time, restaurant, whatever. I need to go to school. I've always liked business, or I always like math. I think I could do this. If you have those mindsets, you got that foundation, go with it. I mean, if you have a support system, lean on them. If you got people who can help you out, lean on them. If you got to do it yourself, do it yourself. But at the end of the day, you got to have that figured out for yourself. Yeah.
That was so good. I don't
Yeah,
even
that was
know.
nice.
I don't even know what to
I
say.
felt that she was preaching.
I don't even know what to say. She said that.
Y'all gas. Come on now.
Somebody coming into college. I would say network. That's a big thing. Like, I learned that, and it's just like, it's all about like who you know, like who can you call and whatever, like, you know, to connect you to this person and that person. What else? Yeah. Dang, that was so good. I don't even know what else to say.
Y'all.
Network. Don't overlook network.
No.
Yeah.
Networking is the biggest key.
I'd say that's
Yeah.
been our biggest key recently, and also to that point, the idea of who you know and the idea of what you can provide to who you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Because
treat the good people around you good, and good things will happen. Do the opposite will happen.
because my whole freshman year, we were always encouraged and told to network, but it wasn't until I met Misty that she was like, oh, your LinkedIn needs to be put together. Your email needs to look like this. You need to connect with this. Every event we have, connect with this person, connect with that person. Like in college, they always told us that, but I never did it. It wasn't until I had my first internship that I learned, hey, this is actually important. You actually need this. Like, you need to build your network, build your connections, even if you don't know the person, even if you never had a conversation with them. Just knowing somebody who mutually knows them, that's enough to get you somewhere that could possibly give you another opportunity, open another door. So networking is huge.
Yeah. I'm not a young black woman, but what I would say is if you're in any position, you're looking up to somebody in a greater position, study the greats. Look to people who are doing the things that you want to do, even if they have a completely different background. They're still human. There's something you can take from that lesson, that life they live, that you can apply to yours. So definitely, if any field, music, cameras, whatever, cooking, look to the greats, because the greats, they've already taken a lot of the tests, received a lot of the lessons. So maybe you can get some knowledge from that.
Yeah, I feel like they there for a reason. I get what you're saying with that. For me, I feel like, you know, just anybody, I feel like you just got to stop taking stuff so personal, you know. Don't take everything personal, you know. A lot of stuff just be, you got to take it, hey, it is what it is, you know. Just take it with a grain of salt because, you know, you got to just stay honest with, like, just with the truth, you know. Just don't lie to yourself like, damn, I wanted this and that, you know. Just be truthful to yourself and just don't take everything personal, you know. It's the game. You got to play the game, how the game being played. It's ups and downs. So one thing about life, you know, it's good and bad. You know, you can't have the good without the bad. You can't have the bad without the good. So just don't take everything personal, man. Just take it to the chin and keep going.
I would also say, don't forget to take care of yourself, because I feel like a lot of people get caught up in working, and they forget to take care of yourself, take care of themselves. But yeah.
I don't know. We're coming short on time, but I feel like we didn't talk about health enough this episode, in terms of just taking care of the body and how that affects your mind and how that can help your environment. We've been locked in the gym, so we'll have some more footage and some more videos in the gym talking about connecting with personal trainers. We got personal trainers at Digital Trades Club, so maybe some education pieces on that. But we are actually going to close out the episode. I think we're good on time.
Yeah, we definitely. I don't even got to look good.
Yeah.
Close out the episode. I want to say a special thank you to our guests. Thank you so much,
Thank you for
Niyla.
having
Thank you for
us.
having me.
We enjoyed y'all.
Yes,
That's one
this
of the
is
things.
what I love. This is great.
This was our first
Fire.
episode. Y'all made history.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
y'all made history.
First the best, you know.
Hey, I
What
mean,
can we say?
yes.
But yeah, you know, make sure y'all want to shout out y'all Instagram and stuff like that or anything like that, or if y'all don't, you know,
Any
y'all
business?
got to business, anything,
What I'm gonna say?
so they can tap in with y'all.
Mosby's Popcorn, 15 Ionia downtown. You know, that's me. That's my people. So definitely that.
I'm gonna have to go get some popcorn.
Okay, come get some
In the
popcorn,
city,
y'all.
man.
We trying
Go
to
get y'all popcorn.
we trying to open multiple. We trying to get out. So Moses Popcorn for sure. LinkedIn, Niyla Mosby. And then if anybody on Howard or anybody that has questions on HBCUs or getting adjusted, going to college out of state, like definitely hit me on LinkedIn and I can talk to y'all. I'll give y'all what y'all need. So yeah.
Oh yeah, follow me on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Side
Yes,
Griffin.
y'all.
And we'll link all their
Connections.
information in the description.
Yes.
Scroll down, you'll see all the information. It'll be all there. Yeah.
I mean, before we get up out of here, you know, I gotta say.
Yeah,
my
go
little-
ahead.
Go ahead.
But yeah, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this. You feel? I enjoyed it. You know, I'm usually, you know, doing all the other stuff, but You know, I got a great person behind me. We two generals. You know, this podcast is going to be very interesting. We're going to get different guests on here and just keep y'all, you know, just updated and try to help y'all within life. And, you know, this is our first episode. We out.
Peace.